Hey tankers, welcome back to channel. Today we're going to continue our friendly competition between my brother Coach Mike and myself in Race to Ace, the IS-1, and this week it's Tough Roads. Yes guys, it's tough roads. One of the things I'm learning on this tank I will talk about when we get going, but this is a tough little bastard to ace. Not only is it tough in game, it's a tough little shit to ace. But we'll talk about that as we go. And Mike and I both turned in some good games today. Because of the Thanksgiving holiday, it took us a little bit longer to get them than what we thought we would. But here they are. Coming up first is Coach Mike in a game we're going to call A Little Short. We can see he is on Rock Field. And he is going to run towards the C base, which makes a lot of sense because pretty much everybody else is heading there too. But right away we're going to watch him put himself in a position of just trying to deal with the tanks around him. One of the things that I'm really learning intimately with this tank is it's really got a long, its long reload isn't justified by the damage it does. The damage it does, it's good for a heavy, but this tank really needs some love. It's old school tough. You know, it's one of the original tough tanks at tier 7, but there's been so much things that's come along that it's just not the same. I mean, even a Tiger 1 got a buff to make it a powerhouse. And the Tiger P and just pretty much everything else at tier 7 plays a lot tougher than this tank. At least the heavies do. Mike is here on the bottom side with rocks. He's just watching for targets and poking out when he has a shot, which kind of leads me to talking about the play style of this tank. You really should be playing this tank a peekaboo style. It can get away with side scraping. It can get away with hull down a little bit, like you can see Coach Mike doing here. But really, it's really designed as a peekaboo tank. Take a shot, pull back into cover, reload, pull out, do it again. That's really what you need to be looking to do. You see Mike is trying to keep himself moving and not being the number one target. Here he's doing a good job of just keep backing up and keeping that E25 in front of him. Thankfully somebody takes him out, but it's still, Coach Mike is in a good position to pull forward and take advantage of that Tiger 1 with a reload, and boom, there's kill number 1. But already, you know, even though it's Mike's first kill, he's already over 1,300 damage. He's doing a good job of putting damage out. It's just a really solid game here. He's playing really good. Here's his second kill. He just waits for that reload to get in there, and his reload right now is a 13.5 seconds. And that's a pretty considerable reload. I mean, if it had a more reliable over 400 alpha gun, I could say, okay, well, you know, that makes sense. But the damage is kind of all over the place. Here he picks up his third kill. He is hurting on hit points though, and he's got 3 tanks left to go. He's got to help finish off these tanks. Thankfully, one of his teammates takes that guy out, makes it a 2-on-2 game. And here Mike is displaying one of its advantages, the movement of this tank. That's one of the nice things about the IS line is the IS, the IS-3, the IS-8, the IS-7, these are all good moving tanks. They're all high mobility for heavies, and they can get you into and out of position very quickly. And here he's going to put a really nice kill shot in that Annihilator. Not a tank he wants to be fighting too much with, but that does leave him facing this little medium, and the medium's gonna come up. I think that's the Titan, and it takes him out, and Mike gets killed. He has a really solid game though, with 4 kills. He puts up 2,900 damage in a second class. He makes 30,000 credits in a loss, and he has 968 experience points. Like I said, this is a really tough tank to ace. Neither one of us has given up. We're both going to keep going. We're both going to get it. Good game, bro. Okay, well, let's get into my game. My game this week is going to be on, I think it's Desert Oasis, and we're going to call it Nothing Ventured, and that title is going to come into play at the end of the game, where I kind of get a little timid, and there was no reason to. Anyways, so here I am. I'm going to push the A base side. Again, here's that good mobility. I've hit my my engine boost to get me there a little quicker. I don't want to be the last. I'm trying not to be the last one there. I like to beat the other heavies there on the other team and just try and make sure that when they poke up, I'm ready to fire. Unfortunately, the other IS on the other team beat me there, but he didn't poke up anyway, so instead, I decided to push over and pull in here and cap A base. Excuse me, got the hiccups. But I take a shot, get into on A base. I take a hit from that AMX. I put a shot into him and bounce a shot, and I'm on my my 12.8 second reload. I got a 0.7 second faster reload than Coach Mike. I'm not sure what difference we did in consumables. He did tell me he was going to try and mess around with some things to try and get something out of it, so I'm not sure what he did that's different than mine, but we'll have to see. But here I put a nice shot into that IS, and I'm watching where I'm going. He fires and bounces on me. It's a lucky bounce, happy to have it. And I get a reload in here just in time to get my first kill. And I'm going to turn around, and I know that TD on my team is over here fighting, so I want to go over there and try and give him a hand before he gets wasted. And he is fighting that Gravedigger. Really tough as nails tank that's from the frontal. So my object is to try and get around him where I know I can fire AP shells and put in max damage with a good shell and not have to use my premium rounds. But I've got this guy kind of not cornered, but I've got him to where he's worried about the other guy, and I'm able to get a good kill shot in. I bounce a shot coming from the desert. Right now it's 2 tanks on our side to 3 tanks on theirs, and I'm just going to pull in here, use the cover of these rocks to protect myself and get some points. My shot goes a bit wild there. I did not get that kill shot or that hit on him, unfortunately. But I'm just going to sit here and trade shots. And this is where the part where I said Nothing Ventured as the title, because I've got a buttload of hit points left, and I've got 3 one-shots out there. What the fuck am I doing? I got timid. I got worried. I thought, you know what? I don't need to go out there and fight 3 tanks that are quicker than me when I've got 2 bases and I could just hold here and keep them off. I probably would have taken some hits getting down there, but, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's the old saying, and I'm just going to sit here looking for shots and bounce a shot off that Cromwell, or no, that's a VK3001P. Never mind. He takes a hit from the TD, knocks him down to about 11 hit points, and I'm still just looking for shots. Again, there's that dispersion, man, that Russian dispersion. If you fire that tank and you're not going to give away snapshots too often on this tank, that's for sure. Here I'm waiting for a reload. I'm just waiting, playing pussyfoot with this guy, waiting for somebody to make a mistake, and here it is. Boom! There's a kill. That's kill number 4 for me, and that pushes us over points for the win, and we win on points. I pull out a first class. With only 1,964 damage, I make 34,000 credits. I put up 1,100, over 1,100 experience points, and I pull out a nice win. Guys, it's been fun. We will see you next week with our next Race to Ace. Hopefully one of us pulls out an ace. Thanks for watching. Until then, good luck and good hunting.